This is NDTV, and you're watching Classics.
Hello and welcome to Walk the Talk. I am Shekhar Gupta in this really beautiful setting, the show temple at Mahabalipuram in Tamil Nadu. And my guest today, not just the pride and joy of Carnatic Sangeet, but really one of the greatest maestros of all times of Indian classical music, Pandit Balamuralikrishna ji.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaste
Welcome
ji.
to Walk the Talk.
Thank you.
It is such a privilege to have you on our show.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so beautiful
Very
to
happy,
have
yes.
to have you in this remarkable setting.
Very happy to come to this program, and it is something relaxing and very nice place, Mahabalipuram, and then the nature naturally gives inspiration.
And what better way to get inspiration than the kind of music that
Yes.
you've sung and performed and composed for so many years.
Only music, nothing else.
Only music.
I know.
And I can see you've enjoyed yourselves doing it because the joy on your face is so infectious. You can't miss it.
Yeah, I'm happy to appear in this program, which is very popular, and I get inspiration now.
I hope you break out singing soon enough. But there is a great devotional content to our classical music anyway.
Mhm.
Isn't it?
Yes,
Particularly Carnatic Sangeet.
yes. See, devotional. I mean, the sound itself is a devotional. Sound and the rhythm is the life for every person, or even animals, trees, nature. You see sound in this temple, and it gives us. Imagine how this temple used to be in those days, how musicians used to come and sing, and how audience were listening. Generally, our music started from temples.
Right.
Therefore, all our ancient composers, they sang on gods and the specialities of those gods, what they have done,
Right.
how they come to the risk of a devotee and
Right.
save all these things. So those songs are kept alive by the descendants, students.
And many have not changed over many centuries.
No, not generally they don't change, because if we get the natural script and music,
Right.
we don't intend to change.
Right.
But there are certain composers whose music is not available.
Right.
So then we take the liberty of tuning, imagining the heart of the poet, imagination of the poet, and we tune them.
Right.
Otherwise, we don't touch. If the songs are available as it is,
Right.
we don't touch it.
Yeah, because you can't leave it all to Tansen and Tyagaraja.
Yeah,
So
they are all
there has
available.
to be more.
Yes, yes. But those songs for which music is not available, we have to be very careful. It's not that everyone can try to tune them,
Right.
because it may not suit.
But you have done many.
That is because I am also a composer and poet.
Right.
So I know the heart of the poet. I imagine how he would have sung in those days. I mean, long back, like Annamacharya and Purandaradasa. Those songs, the original tunes are not available.
Right.
Therefore, we should go back to that age and then think how you would have sung.
So I believe you have created more than 400 compositions.
Yes, I have composed songs. Yes, and why I compose songs. In every song of mine has something, a flash, either in music or in poetry,
Right.
something new, which was not touched by others.
Right.
Therefore, my compositions are getting popular, and there is some originality in my composition. That's what people say.
Sure, there's a lot of originality.
People say that.
Nobody says some.
So,
Although you've got some criticism for daring to compose new ones, isn't it?
of course, criticism is natural. Anything you do something new, I mean, they raise the finger. But that it's a good sign according to me.
Right.
It's a very good sign. See, they bother about us. Why? Because we are something special.
So they can't ignore you.
They can't ignore. So they try to discourage or criticize, which we take it as in a healthy way.
But in music also, particularly in Indian classical music, there is a conservatism, there is a fundamentalism that you cannot deviate from the script.
No, usually the script, what happens, the script doesn't give you the idea of music.
Right.
It gives an idea of raga,
Right.
or tala,
Right.
or the the matter about which the song is created. And but the thing that is different, and but the fundamentals are always fundamental. You should keep them fundamentals in that level.
But even while keeping the fundamentals, there are still people who say that nobody should dare to compose anything new. You should only go by what you inherited.
No, generally these people who say this
Right.
are not a composers.
Right.
So any composer will welcome these things.
But you have faced criticism.
Of course, a lot.
Lot.
But now that is disappearing.
So what did people say when you started doing this?
No, why should he compose? There are many songs, plenty of songs are available.
Right.
Why should you compose? Because I compose, I get some idea,
Right.
some new thing. I mean, yeah, I compose not because that you should all sing that. I compose for my satisfaction. You are all singing because you found them good.
Right.
So I can explain in each of my compositions what is the speciality I have. Therefore, nobody can question it.
So you acquired the reputation of being a classicist and a maverick at the same time.
I am considered as a poet also.
Right.
By the poets call me as a poet. A musician, instrumentalist as an instrumentalist, like that. So life is going on like this.
Quite happily. But of your compositions, which are your favorites? You can name one or two. I know all of them are your favorites.
No.
They're like your children.
Like exactly. Each composition, each raga, they are my children.
Right.
How can I say I love a particular child?
But you know, since you can't recount all 400, can you name one or two that come
Yes,
to your
all
mind?
my new the compositions what I have created in, I mean, against the tradition. See, the tradition is you should have 5 notes for creating a raga. But I have created raga with 4 notes and 3 notes. Therefore, it takes some time for them to understand.
Right.
So they are all my favorite.